gang, Goon Squad legend William Thomas here in beautiful sunny South Carolina on a beautiful Sunday, and it's April of 2017, and you haven't heard from the Goon Squad in a while. I'm sure you're probably wondering, is everything okay? Is everyone alive? And I think they are. We're not really sure about some of them. Former member Connor Cashman has just been MIA because of a romantic involvement with a female that apparently takes precedent over some of his best friends and lifelong buddies. But hey, we don't make decisions for everyone, and some guys just make the wrong decision. And well, Connor, the writing's on the wall. So if you want to come back home, it's going to look a little different than when you left. But a lot's happened in the Goon Squad. We've seen each other. We've been hanging out. We had a great winter jamboree 2K16 in which one of our lifelong friends, old Will Zimmerman, got married. And we wrote him a book of some of the best wedding advice we've ever written. And in fact, I think if they follow our advice, there's a 100% chance their marriage will last into eternity and perhaps beyond. I don't know what is beyond eternity, but I'd have to imagine it's where they'll end up if they follow our advice. It was really that great. In fact, let's give you a little bit of the advice. Let's ask everyone, what's a blonde's favorite nursery rhyme? It's Hump Me Dump Me. It's Hump Me Dump Me. It's a very classic joke, and if you remember that, you're going to be able to interact with the blonde a little bit easier. I myself am a blonde and know that's a very accurate statement. Perhaps it's talking only about blonde females, but that joke is absolutely hilarious, and it's a real keeper. Needless to say, though, we celebrated Will's wedding in a magical way. It literally felt like Aladdin's carpet ride on some sort of meth high. Not that I would know what a methamphetamine feels like, but based off of stories and the kinesiology class, what they're teaching us. And by the way, I am just flunking that class because it's awful. I've learned a lot, and I'd have to say that's exactly what the experience was like. The Goon Squad tore up the dance floor.
Football coach, where you got me playing field, so baby give me that. Let me get that. Always on the night shift.
We could not be more grateful that Willie decided to invite all of us. In fact, Goon Squad legend Jake Zamery was the co-best man, and we are beyond proud of him. He worked very, very hard to be the best man, sacrificing a lot of time. And, when you work that hard for something, it really is worth it. Willie was convinced that Jake cared, and good for Jake, and good for Will and the whole gang. But we do give a sincere congratulations to Will and Bailey. It was an epic night in which we tore up the dance floor. We absolutely cracked jokes and made everyone know that we were the life of the party, though Will and Bailey tried to take the spotlight a little selfishly, I must add, but it was a great night, and we couldn't be happier for them. And you thought that night was going to be the end of the festivities, and you could not have been more wrong. We went downtown OSU for New Year's, and you want to talk about a night of funtivities? It was that. We were absolutely going berserk all night. Bar called Two's, which is a terrible little bar in the basement of some stinkhole, and to be honest with you, it was crowded. The women were subpar at best. A little disappointing, I might add. You really, when you go out, you look for dimes and dollars. I don't know why people just want a dime when you can have a dollar. And let me just tell you, I'm looking for some Ben Franklins. And Ben Franklin was not walking around that basement, let me tell you. It was muggy, it was crowded. People were a little rude, but nevertheless, our attire definitely made the night all worth it. And it was Just quite an epic event. Winter Jamboree 2K16. It could not have gotten better. And to be honest with you, looking back, the Goon Squad. Let me tell you what, it's coming together once again as the greatest group in the entire world, and there's no denying it. In fact, many Goon Squad members are in Oxford, Ohio for the wonderful America Party. Salute this great nation. In fact, the last time I spoke with you all, it was 2016, perhaps even 2015. We had a different president, a worse president, obviously, because we have Donald Jerry Trump as the leader of the greatest nation in the entire world, who is literally bombing every country that is not America. And you know, how much happier can you be? And our friends up in Oxford could not be happier to celebrate this great nation and its fearless leader, the greatest man since Ronald Reagan, who is the greatest man since Jesus Christ himself. So we are excited about the fun things they're up there doing. A lot of our Goon Squad members will be graduating, and actually quite a few of them not, because of course education is not that important. We have to stay in college to terrorize everyone. And of course, the invitation remains open to all who watch our videos to join the Goon Squad. Send us a resume at goonsquadlegends@gmail.com to become one of the many members of an elite organization that takes down territorial predators and absolutely hazes anyone in society, does what needs to be done. In fact, we have a good longtime ally named Joe Karam, who it sounds like he's going to be initiating the Goon Squad. He's going to go through the hazing process, and who wouldn't want to? Our legendary snack pack challenge is growing across the globe. We'll be entering the South Carolina state this summer when Banks 4.0 is underway. We had an unbelievable Banks 3.0 last summer, and it was to die for in Banks 4.0, and Ian almost died for it, that's for sure. And Banks 4.0, let me tell you what, it can only get better. So we're excited, we're glad to bring back another video for our longtime fans. We salute you, we celebrate you, and as always, I'm Goon Squad legend William Thomas.
She wants to go to war. She wants to love